Microplastics are tiny plastic particles less than 5 millimeters long. There are two categories of microplastics: primary and secondary. Primary microplastics include particles that have already entered the environment at such small size, less than 5 millimeters. For example, all the plastic or synthetic fibers released from clothing. Secondary microplastics are particles that result from the breakdown of larger plastic items, such as water bottles in the ocean. Single-use plastics are the primary source of secondary plastics in the environment. The problem of plastic is that it can take hundreds or thousands of years to decompose, and in the meantime, it destroys the environment. Tiny bits of plastics travel long distances on winds. They've been landing everywhere from the top of Mount Everest to the bottom of the ocean. Microplastics pollution is so widespread that people and animals can't help ingesting it. Tumble dryers have emerged as a major source of microplastic pollution after scientists found that a single machine could discharge up to 120 million tiny fibers a year into the atmosphere. Drying process releases up to 40 times more fibers per German than washing machines. These pose a risk to wildlife, which can ingest them as they float in the air, settle on the land, and get washed into rivers. And they can potentially end up on the dinner plate as they enter the food chain. During drying, because of friction, synthetic clothes produce small pieces of plastic or microfibers. Because of their size, fibers escape through the air conditioning tube of a tumble dryer and are released in the air and closed spaces and in the open. That means that people often inhale them. It is known that cotton clothes generate less microfibers than polyester clothes. The biggest pollutants are polyester. Since polyester is a type of plastic, its microfibers are microplastics, and so are acryl and nylon. In addition, cotton is a natural plant material and can be degradable, while artificial fibers, such as polyester, are not easily degradable. Condenser. In ventless dryers, the damp air passes over a filter. Filter catches most of the lint and needs to be cleaned regularly. Water is collected into a tank, which is poured out into the sink after each load. In our experiment, we all used the condenser dryer. Our research was based on an investigation of microplastics that accumulate in dryers after drying clothes. We also made an experiment to find out how much microfibers the clothes release in one wash on average. Each member of our group dried their clothes 3 times. We weighed both the weight of clothes and the weight of the fibers left in the filter of the tumble dryer. Here you can see the results of the research. What can we do? Buy local, choose quality over quantity, buy from brands that are committed to sustainable fashion and the environment, choose clothes made in an environmentally friendly way from organic or sustainable fabrics, such as linen, silk, cotton, wool, and recycled fabrics. Check where the clothes come from and how they are made. Wear each piece for as long as possible before buying a new one. You should donate clothes which you are tired of instead of throwing them away. Wash your clothes at low temperatures and not too often. This will keep them in good condition for longer. Air dry your clothes instead of tumble drying them. Replace your old filter with a new and improved one. Despite all of our best efforts, microplastic is still a huge problem in our world today. We hope that our video inspired you to take better care of our environment.